In contrast to Shinzo Abe, Xi Jinping will be visiting with President Trump in Mar-a-Lago. They're not going to start off in Washington and then make their way to Florida. Should we read into this in any way?
Yes, I think that we should, and here's why. Because President Trump has had some tough talk, not only on the campaign trail, but also in recent days against the Chinese and the Chinese government, in particular over the weekend in an interview with the Financial Times. President Trump saying that he is going to take on China with how they are handling North Korea and South Korea's relationship, saying that if the Chinese won't deal with North Korea, then perhaps the U.S. will have to do it themselves. Now, when you think back to the transition trail, in which President Trump also had some tough talk on how they are dealing with Taiwan, this could be a particularly tense meeting, to say the least. And perhaps that's why, again, at least the sources I'm speaking with inside of President Trump's political orbit tell me that they're speculating that that is why they are opting to go to Mar-a-Lago instead of at the White House.
And Kevin, can we sort of take any lessons, or can President Xi take any lessons perhaps from the world leader meetings we've seen with Trump thus far, sort of comparing his pre-meeting rhetoric with then how the meetings went?
Well, so far there's been no word about whether or not there will be an actual press conference or an ability for journalists to ask questions to both of these leaders when they do come to Florida. And so the optics of this will be quite different, in the sense that there will not be an official state visit of sorts, or any rolling out of the guards on Pebble Beach at the White House, so to speak, and a welcoming reception. Now, that said, I'm certain that there will be other events down at Mar-a-Lago for these two world leaders who have had tense relationships and tense talk, to say the least, when they do finally meet. But this is all going to come down to trade, and President Trump said as much in that interview with FT over the weekend. But, you know, look, this is a president who ran on the idea that China was a currency manipulator, and he has since, despite the tweets, despite the interviews, walked back on pressing them to name them a currency manipulator. But that has ruffled the Chinese feathers, to say the least.